You're not alone, not physically. There are people around you, talking, laughing, sharing space with you. And yet something feels off. Not dramatically, not in a way that's easy to point to. Just a quiet sense that you are not fully there with them. Like you're present, but not quite connected. And you wonder why that feeling shows up even when you're not alone. Loneliness is often misunderstood. We think of it as the absence of people, but it isn't. You can feel it in a crowded room, in a conversation that never quite reaches you, in moments where you are seen, but not fully known. It's not always loud. Sometimes it's just a quiet distance between you and the moment you're in. Loneliness is not about proximity. It's about connection. Psychologists define loneliness as the gap between the connection you have and the connection you need. Researchers like John Cacioppo, who spent decades studying loneliness, described it not as being alone, but as the perception of social isolation. That gap can exist even when people are physically close, because being near someone is not the same as being understood by them. The human brain is deeply social. It is constantly scanning for signs of connection. Eye contact, tone of voice, subtle expressions, signals that say, I see you, I understand you, you belong here. Research in social neuroscience shows that the brain processes social disconnection in ways similar to physical pain, not metaphorically, but neurologically. Researchers like Naomi Eisenberger have shown that the same brain regions involved in physical pain are activated during social rejection. When those signals are weak, inconsistent, or absent, the brain registers something important. Being around people does not guarantee connection. Conversations can stay on the surface. Attention can be divided. Presence can be partial. And when that happens, the brain doesn't register true social safety. It recognizes interaction, but not connection. And the gap remains. There's another layer to this. Sometimes the distance is not only between you and others, it's between you and yourself. If you're not fully present with your own thoughts, if you're holding parts of yourself back, filtering, editing, then even in conversation, something remains hidden. And what is hidden cannot be connected to. There's a difference between being present and being available. Presence is physical. Availability is psychological. You can sit next to someone and not be available to them. You can speak without revealing anything real. And when that happens, on either side, connection never forms. Loneliness is not just discomfort. It's information. It's the mind telling you that something meaningful is missing. Not more people, but more alignment, more honesty, more presence, from yourself and from others. The goal is not to eliminate loneliness entirely. That's not realistic. The goal is to understand it well enough to respond differently, to notice when you are present but not connected, to move, when possible, toward moments that are slightly more real. A more honest sentence, a longer pause, a moment of actual attention. Small shifts that close the gap. Feeling lonely around people doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means your mind recognizes the difference between presence and connection. That recognition is not a flaw. It's a form of awareness. And awareness, quietly, over time, is what makes connection possible.